Yellow.
Let's go. Let's
Not
go.
over yet.
I mean, I'm not trying to rub this in because you're the Mets fan, but is there anything more like exciting than October baseball? Like
Nah, it's great.
the pit in my stomach yesterday. I mean, let me tell you something. It would have been a really different podcast if we did this yesterday. I still might go into some rants, but I mean, yesterday I was livid after this game, feeling okay, feeling alive, feeling alive.
All the games are going to third game so far besides the Dodgers one, right? On
Yeah,
series.
who knows? I mean, I think the Dodgers are going to win, but who knows?
I feel like that's rare. I feel like usually there's a bunch of two-game sweeps.
Yeah. Well, I think in history it's like 92%. But it's only been around for a short amount of time.
Yeah. Oh, the team that wins the first game wins the series, I think is
Yeah, something crazy.
yeah, what has it been like 5 years or something? I don't even
Yeah. I
remember.
think less.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Weird to be
So,
back. Alex subbed
oh,
in for me last time.
let's go Yankees. Even though I have to like temper my
It's
emotions.
not over. Tomorrow's gonna be a big game. You got two rookies going against each other.
I know. It's crazy that all three games are home.
Yeah, well, they have to do it that way.
I know, but it's just like crazy. It's like anyway, all right. Anyway, I feel like we've already started, but if you want to like really, really start, I'll probably include that last 2 minutes. But um,
All right, I'll kick it off.
all
It
right.
is Wednesday, October 1st. It's officially October. Crazy. Episode 23 of The Giant and the Jet. We just came off of a scintillating Yankees victory.
Mhm.
Um, Back and forth game. I watched a good portion of it. Um, what are your thoughts there?
On the Yankees in total or tonight?
Let's just do tonight, and then if you want to I'll ask you. I was gonna ask you where your chances you think are of winning the whole series. So we'll get to the Yankees as a whole after your thoughts on tonight.
So tonight, I think Boone got out of his own way a little, just a little bit. So you go back to game. We'll talk about game one in a second. Because, like I said earlier, if this podcast was going on yesterday, I don't even know. We can't even read the text messages in the group chat because someone would be look like murder. Um,
Nick
Tonight
would be put
it's
in
like,
jail.
huh?
Nick would be put in jail.
Prison. Tonight. Okay, so we started our actual lineup, right? You have the last
Yeah.
hundred, I think it was like the last 162 games. Jazz is one of only like three players in baseball, 40 home runs, 40 stolen bases. Like
30-30.
I think 40-40. Like
No, he didn't have 40 home runs.
not this year. It's like the last,
Oh,
like if you
okay.
kind of like, I don't know, some sort of bullshit where like, since he's been traded to the Yankees, or
Okay.
I don't know what it is. I would argue that Jazz is our third best player overall behind Judge and Bellinger,
Not counting pitchers.
not counting pitchers and not
Position.
counting
Yeah.
like in the field at bat. So to not have Jazz in the lineup is just confusing. Like I don't care what his numbers are, put him out there. He's kind of a leader of this team, at least personality wise. To not have Rice out there because like it's just the logic behind these moves is just clearly analytics and numbers.
No.
You know me, I don't give a flying shit about analytics and numbers because certain people will perform better in bigger games than others. So just put them out there. He kept Rondon in for, I feel like this is like two unbuttoned, but this one goes all the way up to here.
Who is it, Judge?
That's two buttoned. Yeah, it's Judge. Um, so he kept Rondon in. He actually kept he almost did the opposite of last night, where he kept Rondon in almost too long.
When I was watching the game, I was thinking that was going to happen. It was he was going to leave him in too long, and he was going to let up runs, or he was going to take him out, and the bullpen was going to blow it again. Like I felt like either way, he was damned if he did and damned if he didn't. Honestly,
The other thoughts I have, I'll stick with the Yankees, then I'll go Red Sox. The other thoughts I have are Aaron Judge. So it's going to sound spoiled of me because he went 2 for 4 last night, 2 for 4 tonight, and he had an RBI, kind of.
that it was that a hit that they ruled it the
They
play
ruled
dead.
it a hit and an
That was
RBI.
That was an error.
That was an error. I know. So well, let's give him that. His swing is off.
Yeah,
Like his swing is off. I just watched almost every Yankee game the last 30 games of September. He's so on top of the ball in the regular season that I think his on base percentage in September was over 500. So when he got out, it was almost like
it was rare to get out.
rare. He was getting a hit, he was getting walked. Like he was having one of the best months I've ever seen. And when he's in this postseason, his swing changes. He's breathing differently. He is trying too hard. And
Yeah.
it's just he's missing balls. And it's like balls that he never misses. And I'm holding him to a very high standard. I'm holding him to freaking Mickey Mantle, Babe Ruth, because that's what he does in the regular season.
Yeah.
So,
Because he's the best player, second best player in baseball.
I mean, if you include fielding,
He's the best.
he's the best. In the last, well, let's not get in the MVP discussion. In the last 3 years, 4 years, like there's really no comparison. Otani's up there and hitting, and if he's pitching, sure, but he's not pitching. Um,
He's gonna pitch, by the way, at some
yeah,
point in this
ooh,
post.
ooh. Um, no, I don't know. The Yankees tonight, they showed a lot of grit. They showed a lot of heart. Um, you caught me on I told you I was texting you right before this. If they had lost that, crazy. The Red Sox also gave us this game.
They did.
They bunted that the guy couldn't bunt.
What was he doing? He was like lunging at the ball. He had both the pitches that were thrown to him were outside by like a good 2 to 3 inches, and he was trying to just lunge at it instead of taking it.
Yeah. I don't know, but if you're a major league ball player and your name's not like Alex Rodriguez, Barry Bonds, Albert Pujols,
Power hitters.
if you're not that Kyle Schwarber, if you're not that human being, you should know how to fucking bunt.
No,
David Ortiz, if your name's not David Ortiz, you need to learn how to put the ball down and bunt the ball.
no.
Um, because that was huge. The error that they gave Judge as a single, that was huge. The base running error that was on third, where it got past our first baseman and he didn't, and the third base coach was like, "This, go, go."
Yeah, he should have been going anyway, regardless of the outcome of the play, because like you got to put pressure on him.
How in the world was Jazz from his feet going to throw the ball all the way from home?
Yeah.
Try to get the guy out first. So the Red Sox, I just feel like gave us this game.
Not only that, I think keeping in that guy Whitlock for to face Wells was a mistake too. Like
So
he was already at like what 35 pitches and he was looking a little bit off. Like I'm surprised they didn't go to that lefty that finished the inning for them
made no
earlier.
sense to me keeping them in.
Yeah.
It's almost like, I mean, the Yankees, I feel like gave Boston game one. So it's really just playoff baseball is like, it's just such a chess match. Like I was texting, you're in both of the fantasy chats I'm in, baseball and football. So I'm texting both. It comes down to base running, errors, situational play. Like every run, yeah, you'll get a home run every now and again, and that's fantastic. But like every single run the Yankees got in this series so far have been off 2 outs.
Nah, it's
And
been
it's just like Jazz works the walk. Like working that walk, and then this is why it's playoff baseball so much fun. Every pitch, if you're invested, is so important because 0
no.
and 1 and 1 and 0 are like two different worlds. There
And
was
then
a
he
time,
then he got to three and he got the count to 3-2 and it allowed Jazz to steal, which scored him. He wouldn't have scored if he wasn't stealing
three to
too.
two because then he was going.
Yeah, he went on the pitch.
There was a Stanton at bat where he checked his swing and the ball hit off his bat. So now all of a sudden he has a strike. And I went, fuck, like now he's 0 and 1. And
Yeah.
Stanton, once he goes 0 and 1, he's swinging. He's straight up guessing.
Yeah, you're throwing the slider in the dirt, 0-1 or 0-2 or whatever, and he's gonna
He
probably
is
swing it.
swinging as hard as he can the second he goes. Um,
But that's tonight.
yeah,
How are you feeling about the rest of the series? Like, what's your confidence meter at? I guess on a scale of 0 to 100 on they're gonna win, they're gonna go to the next round.
out of 100.
Yeah.
So this will air tomorrow before the game. I'll edit this. Um, man, I might be straight up delusional. If Boone gets out of our way, this team is so talented. I would say we're at home. I'd say 85%.
Okay.
Like this Red Sox team really shouldn't be here.
They're not very good.
Not actually good. Now they can still beat us. We
Yeah.
can still get out managed. We can still get out hit. We can still get out played. But there's no way we should be losing. You have to remember, which this is a point I'm going to bring up after you talk about the Mets. We're one game away from being the number one seed and having a bye. Like
Yeah.
this is a very talented team that led the league in home runs that have two genuine aces. Um, and a great bullpen. Weaver, whatever, but we have borderline four closes that we got at the trade deadline. So, like 1 through 9, I'm not saying they're contact hitters, but you go Volpe, even Austin Wells, Trent Grisham, Goldschmidt, Bellinger, Stanton, Judge. The only hitter that is like almost an automatic out is our third baseman. And
McMahon.
he got a hit today, and he's a gold glove third baseman. So
Yeah.
I'd say it's 85%. I think we're going to win this game tomorrow. I was so nervous about today's game, and now I'm not nervous about tomorrow's game. I don't know why. It's just that's just how I feel.
That's a crazy spot to be in. I'd be even more nervous for tomorrow now that you know you're gonna play tomorrow.
No, I just
Th this is dumb of me because I don't remember. Does baseball reseed? So like, do you know? Or I guess you're 3 seed, so you play the 2 seed no matter what. Or no, you're the 4 seed.
we're the 4 seed, so we would play the Blue Jays unless what else is what's going on there? Unless
The
the
Guardian.
Tigers win, right? If the Tigers won, then they'd play the Blue Jays, right?
Yeah, and then you guys would play the
Seattle.
Seattle.
I'd
I don't
rather
know who I'd
go,
rather.
I'd rather go up and play Seattle.
You really?
Yeah, I just think in division, it's the same thing in every sport, right? Like somehow, some way, the Browns will beat the Steelers and the Ravens once a year, and you're like, how the hell did that happen? It's just in division, like the Jets will beat fucking. Well, I don't want to use the Jets, but maybe
No,
like
no,
say
they won't.
Miami. Miami, even during
Yeah.
the Brady years, like Miami will always steal one versus the Pats. Like in division, it just happens. So we play the Blue Jays like 15 times. Like they're not afraid of us. They got Carrera, who's not afraid of it. All these Houston players, they're all out there. They kind of remind me of the FAU team. You know, FAU had that basketball team, and then all their players were all over the country this year.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like all the Houston players are like out there, and I'm petrified of them. Like Bregman, Carrera. It's like, where are you guys? Like,
Correa's on the Astros still. You're talking about Springer?
yes, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. That's why you're here. Catch me. And then, should I talk about game one? Not going to rant, just my thoughts.
Just quickly, if you want to just talk on it. That was an interesting game for the pitching poll and for the response after by Jazz. I thought that was an interesting reaction. But anyway,
I think on game one, it would have been a lot more dramatic if we had lost this game tonight. Is hey Booney, Judgy, because they all talk like they're babies. And Booney, uh, you don't always have to listen to Daddy Cashman up there. Okay, just go with your fucking gut. You knew that Red Sox pitcher was not leaving that game. And it's like, I'm not a fucking genius. I can't predict the future. I just knew he wasn't leaving that game. He's at 102 pitches. He got an out. Oh, well, the two righties are coming up. You almost want to like electrical tase him. He'll be like, well, analytically, Buzz. Remember we talked about that? Don't say that. Like, I said something yesterday after the game that was disturbing. I
you don't
won't
have
say
to
it
repeat
yet.
it. Yeah, you don't have to repeat it.
I won't say it yet. I'll wait till if we lose. Um, yeah, just play your guys, play your leaders, play your personalities, play Jazz, play Rice. I don't care about the matchups. and play fundamental baseball, and we should win this series. We should. We should. We are the better team. We have more talent. Judge, relax, get your timing right. I can't talk too much shit. He's 4 for 8 in this series. It was an error, but he's 4 for 8, right?
Yep.
So I can't be like, you're batting 500. What's wrong with you? No, you're doing your job.
Yeah. That's
Stanton,
all you've asked for him for like the past like however long I've known you is just to do your job and
yeah,
if the home run hit you hit a home run, you hit a home run. So I guess you can't really complain about him too much.
Stanton swinging as if he's trying to actually murder a fan in the stands with a foul ball. Hey, man, relax. I know you're playoff Stanton. Just make contact. Um, yeah, yeah, a lot different response because we just won. I'm on a high right now.
It's fair. It was a good game too. All
Was
right,
it?
we'll hop over to the Mets now, I guess. I really have not been looking forward to this. I didn't even want to talk about it. I was gonna try and skip this week again and have Alex come on, but
You
that fucker,
gotta. He's in
yeah, he's
Egypt.
in
He can't
Egypt.
be on here.
Yep. All right. So I think when we like talked, I don't even remember when this was. I wrote like mid-August, but I think I kind of said like I really didn't have a lot of faith. Our pitching was bad. So I wasn't angry after. I was just like kind of sad, disappointed, embarrassed, more so over everything. It was like watching a car crash in slow motion. You
They
go
were
20
bad.
games.
It wasn't a collapse. They were bad for like 3 months.
Oh, I know.
I'm
I
not
know.
everything. By the way, Bob, everything I'm gonna say from now on, I'm not teasing you.
That's fine.
I'm just saying. I don't want you to be like,
No,
oh,
you're being that's honest. I
it's
watched like
not
pretty
like
much
it wasn't like the Reds. It wasn't. Remember, like '07, the Rockies won like 50 games in a row or something, and it was like, whoa,
uh,
what the hell's happening? Like
Rocktober.
The Reds were 500.
Yeah. That's all we had to do like the rest of the season was just go like 500. I think we went like 8 games under from like June on or something like that or July on, whatever it is. Like, if you just play average baseball, you make it pretty easily, maybe even or like a higher wild card seed. You don't have to play the Dodgers, but yeah. So it pretty much fell on the pitching. Like I'll be dead honest. You go from the number one staff in baseball for the first 2 months and you finish 18th. So for 2 months you're number one, and then the next 4 months you're probably like number 25 or something like that. I don't know the exact number, but that can't happen. The lineup was way too inconsistent. So I feel like every series that I watch, we win the first game like 12-4, 12-5, whatever. And you think, oh, we're gonna win the series. That's all you gotta do, just keep winning series. And then you lose the next two games like 4-1, 3-2, whatever it is. Can't happen. Um, and then you also just can't have a 7+ game losing streaks over the year and be
Three
serious.
separate 7-game losing streaks. That's a
Yep,
lot.
I know. If you win break up one of those, you make the playoffs. Because it
That's
literally comes down to
where,
one game.
you know what, Bob? That's where an ace comes in.
Yeah,
Like I remember when I was growing up, like Andy Pettit was that guy. Like, oh, we've lost 4 or 5 in a row. Here
yep.
comes Andy Pettit, 7 innings, 1 earned. Hey,
Stopper.
it's a stopper.
Yeah. We didn't have that, honestly. It could have been Mania. He pitched like shit the second half. Senga got hurt and then he came back and he was even worse, so they sent him down to the minors. The kid McLean is good. I think you've at least seen McLean, you've seen him because of fantasy. I
Yeah.
think he's gonna be our future ace, honestly, but they took a while to call him up. If you call him up in July, the middle of July instead of the middle of August, you probably win an extra game or two. Um, so yeah, just not a serious team. I feel bad for Soto. I feel bad for Lindor. I feel bad for Pete. They all had monster seasons. They should be playing in the playoffs, but front office didn't do a good enough job getting the pitching you needed, and then our manager was kind of inept in bringing in the right guy in a ton of situations and everything.
So
I think it really came down to like the last game of the season. I didn't get to watch the whole thing. I was on a road trip, but it was kind of like a microcosm of the whole season. Like you have that one big inning where you allow 4 runs. You don't come up with clutch hits. The starting pitching sucks. So just kind of sums it up right there in that one game.
I got a
Uh,
couple questions for you.
yep.
So, considering you were paying half their salary, should you have kept Verlander and Scherzer?
No. That
Okay.
was 2 years. If it was last season, I would have said yes, but that was already 2 years ago. So
Okay.
What's done is
Uh,
done.
that's fine. The old Yankees boss, George Steinbrenner, I think the entire Mets organization would have been fired. If you're the owner of this team, you did have the second highest payroll in baseball, 340 million. You don't make the playoffs in this format where it's almost hard not to make the playoffs.
Yeah, if you're trying. Yeah.
This GM and manager is still here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hitting coaches, we have two hitting coaches. They're both gone, I think. Our pitching coach is probably gone. They weren't hired by our current GM. So I think they don't have any grace. I think our manager has some grace from last season where, you kind of bring your team on a miracle run to the NLCS. You lose, obviously. But I also think the Mets don't want to have that uh aura around them where they're gonna fire you the second you have a bad season. I know it's kind of inexcusable, like you said, with that big payroll, but like we just did the same thing with Buck Showalter where we went 100 games, losing the wild card series, and then we fire him immediately after the next season because we have a bad year. I don't think you could do that. You could do that two times in a row with two different guys. Um,
You bring back Pete Alonso.
I think we do. I hope we do. I
What's
don't
what
think
if
he was
he's
a problem.
asking? What if he's asking 400 million?
He's not going to.
How old is he?
He's 31 or 32.
Pete Alonso, 30 years old.
No,
There's not, dude, his numbers this year were monstrous. 38
I
home runs,
know.
126 RBIs. He batted 272.
Yeah. No, I
What if
think
some
he's
team
gonna
like the San Francisco Giants are like, here's 8 years, 8 years, 350 mil. Like, I don't think that's too far fetched.
I think he's gonna get like 5 years, like 200 million or something like that. He'll get 40 mil a year for 5 years. I think that's his ballpark, and I think we're gonna probably match it. I know it's a lot of money to pay another guy, but you can't really let him go. Like you grew him, like he's from your farm system. He's your first baseman, all-time home run leader.
He's a lifelong Met. He should be.
I think so. I know
Cohen will
it's
probably just be like, go see what you can get, and then I'll beat it.
I think that's exactly what they'll do, honestly. Like if the Giants offer him eight or whatever, 5 years, 200 mil, give him 5 years, 205, whatever it is. Like
Yeah.
just outbet him slightly, whatever it takes.
A
Um,
team that could take him. I mean, let's just say Yankees, Dodgers,
yeah.
Red Sox, Giants, Cubbies.
I
Like,
don't think the Giants can because they just basically took on Devers' contract. I don't think they want to take on another corner infielder,
I'm
big
just saying, like,
contract.
literally who are possible.
Who's pop? Yeah,
Only like six teams in Major League Baseball that
the
could.
Rangers.
Rangers, Padres. Um,
No, they don't want to spend their. I think their like owner died and like their son runs the team now and he's like being tight or it's something like that. Like some family dynamic happened and like the owner doesn't want to spend a lot of money anymore.
um, yeah,
I could see him fitting on the Red Sox, honestly. He probably would hit like 50 home runs in that stadium with the Green Monster too.
maybe.
Um, yeah, I hope we keep him though. The other guy that I said that I definitely want to keep is Edwin Diaz too because he has an opt out.
Mhm.
Gotta sign him. He's like the best closer in baseball. He had like a
What else do you,
1.3.
okay, so what else do you do? So let's say you re-sign Pete, you re-sign your closer, you're the GM. I don't know if you've already looked at free agents or some trades. Like, what do you do?
I actually wrote down a bunch that I like. Hold on, give me 1 second. I just want to see all the. I'm gonna look at the current guys that we have as free agents, and I'll say whether I want to keep them or get rid of them, and then I'll say the other moves that I was looking at if it loads.
340 million. I don't even know who you're paying.
Yeah. Well, let's see. We have
Well, I literally looked it up the other day, but
Soto is our biggest. Lindor, Pete, Diaz is like 20 million. Nimmo, Marte, all those guys I think make over 20. So that's six. It's 120.
what do you think of Soto saying that Marte was your captain?
I don't care. He's like an old head. He's 37. He probably was the captain. He was the one that kept everyone together. That's what Iglesias was last year too. He was our captain.
Okay.
All right, so I'll go down the list. We have Alonso, keep, Diaz, keep, Marte, I think he's gone because he's 37. Maybe if you give him like a $3 million deal and he, is the last bench bat. Mullins, get him the fuck out of here. That was one of the worst trades we made. We could have gotten like Bader and probably gotten easily. That guy hit like 200 for us, not even. Helsley, I actually think we should keep him. I know he was bad for us. I think we should sign him though. Winker's gone. Gregory Soto's gone. Tyler Rogers, I would re-sign as well. And then Stanek, Canning, and Siri all gone. We already got rid of them, pretty much.
That's
And then,
a lot of players off.
yeah, how much is off? I mean, well, Pete's probably going to eat like Pete and Diaz are probably going to eat like most of their contracts anyway and extensions if we do sign them. Anyway, so the deals I had outside of those, I think we should trade away Vientos. I know that's tough because he just had like 30 home runs last year, but he was terrible and he doesn't have a position. I think they also trade away McNeil. That clears up about 18 million. If we could get rid of him, find a team that takes him. I think we trade a prospect for either Alcantara or Joe Ryan. But we need a starting pitcher. We need a true ace besides the rookies that we have. I would sign Danny Colombe, I think is how you pronounce it. He's the Twins left-handed pitcher. I think he got traded at some point this season. I don't know what team he's on now, but he's a free agent, so I would sign him. And then I would take a chance on either Iglesias, who was the closer of the Braves, or Yates, who's on the Dodgers. I think you have to take a flyer on them and give them a cheap deal. Like they both had pretty down years. And then this might be a little selfish of me. I think they have to sign one of the three of these guys, Schwarber, Bellinger, or Bregman. You have to go for a big bat.
Yeah, the reason you probably don't want to get Kyle Schwarber is eventually Soto is going to be your DH.
Yeah, but you give him 4 years, and then or maybe he plays first. Soto learns to play
You're
first.
desperate for a center fielder, right?
No,
So Cody Bellinger's there, and then Bregman. I mean, if you really want to be gluttonous, you go for Bregman and Cody Bellinger.
I don't think Bellinger's going to leave the Yankees. Honestly, I think they're going to give him whatever he wants.
Uh,
Um,
he's older.
he's like probably almost the same age as Pete, right?
Cody Bellinger is 30.
Yeah,
I'm fine with giving him a 6 year deal, just not an 8 year deal.
that's the problem with baseball now. That's what everybody wants.
It's a whole DJ LeMahieu situation all over again. I was looking at our contracts and we're still paying DJ LeMahieu like fucking $20 million.
Is this the last year?
Yeah, so it's not that bad, but I mean, a lefty center fielder, Cody Bellinger, he's a valuable baseball player. 29 home runs, 98 RBIs, 272 average.
He's good. He could play first base, center field, and left field. So like pretty much anywhere you need.
I don't think the Phillies lose Schwarber. I think they like him,
Yeah, I
and
could see that.
maybe
They
the
just, what's up?
maybe the only real player out of that who their teams might not really try is the Red Sox. They might give you Bregman.
No, I don't know. The Red Sox probably need to keep someone too. That they just got rid of Devers. Like you got rid of a huge contract. You probably want to keep Bregman.
You didn't say the guy who I thought you were going to say, Kyle Tucker.
No, they don't. They're not going to do that. He's gonna be a Soto contract. He's gonna be like 12 years, 400 million or something like that. They're not going to do that.
Okay.
You can't handcuff yourself for 12 years with Lindor, Soto, and his Tucker's contract. And he gets hurt a lot too. He was hurt at the end of the season. The only other move I had though is Brandon. I don't know if it's Low or Lau, but Brandon Lau from the Rays. I think you should try and trade for him. Uh, I feel like his contract is probably due up either the end of this year or the end of next year, and the Rays aren't going to pay him. So you give him like a mild pitching prospect, and you could probably land him. Um, I think he's utility player, could play second, third, probably a little outfield. So fuck it. I think that's a good move if they could do it.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, you got a whole off season to go, and
I
yeah.
didn't really even want to think about this, but then your prompt was, "What do you do now?" And I had to I had to formulate a quick plan.
Um, one quick. Well, I have two takes. One quick take though is I always I've been watching baseball. I used to watch baseball even more when I was a kid because you come home and it's just on and you
What
just
was actually they actually had highlights too. You could watch baseball tonight instead of
ESPN the next morning would show every game.
yeah.
But what I was really saying was I really hate when you lose a really, really bad game in April, May, June, July. and the less intense fan will be like, relax, it's a long season. And I'm like, okay, but I've been in a situation so many times where the last 3 days of the season were separated by a game.
No,
And it's crazy to think about. But if the Mets win some sort of bullshit game in April, May, they're in the playoffs. They're playing the Dodgers right now.
no,
And if the Yankees had, if the Devin Williams blew 11 saves, if we get one of those, we're the one seed and we have a bye.
no.
And so it's just, I don't really I guess I understand people, like even a really good fan will be like, relax, it's only May. I'm like, yeah, but like really every game matters.
It does. Well,
It
the big one that everyone points to, the first game out of the All-Star break, they play the Reds. I think they're up 3-0 or something like that. They're up 3-2-0, 3-0, something like that. And they go to the bullpen super early to this guy who like probably shouldn't have been on the team. He was like good in like single A. So we're like, all right, let's call him up. We need bullpen help. He lets up like 6 runs in an inning and we lose to the Reds. And that's the difference. They have one extra game. We have one extra loss, one extra win. We have one extra loss, and it breaks the tiebreaker too. We're down 2-4 in the tiebreaker. That's
yeah,
the whole season.
it's the whole season. And it's even like, like like I get it, like people taking days off and you don't want to pitch this guy some other day, but hey guys, I've seen this rodeo too many fucking I've seen this, I don't know the saying, show too many times.
Yeah,
You need to win it. You need to approach every game and try to win it. Now you're not an idiot. You don't throw your closer 7 days in a row, but it's like if you can go for a win, you go for that win. It doesn't matter the time of the year because when fucking late September hits, there's a huge difference being down 4 games or 2 games, 5 games or three, 2 games or tied. Like it's huge.
yeah. You could
And
even give your guys the last week off if you're good enough too. Like if you play well enough in the beginning and middle of the season, you don't even have to worry the last week.
yeah. And then my other take is going to be a little mean. Is it okay if I'm a little mean?
I don't care.
Okay.
I'm beaten down at this point. I watch the Jets or the Mets Sunday and the Jets Monday, so I'm beaten down at this
I have a
point.
question when we talk about the Jets. I was going to say, is that the worst weekend in a Jets Mets fans history? Um,
Probably not, honestly.
who knows? I was listening to a radio show and they're like, that's the worst 2 day stretch of our lives. And he was older. He was like, he had gray
Was
hair.
it WFAN?
I don't know. I just
Ah.
listened to like shit. Um, Here's my mean take, and I mean it. Juan Soto, are you out of your mind going to the New York Mets? And I know, Bob. I mean this. Like, if you're going to the Dodgers, if you're going to the Red Sox, if you're going to an established franchise, even the Giants have won the San Francisco Giants, they've won 3 World Series in the past 20 years. You went to the Mets. The Mets haven't made the playoffs 3 years in a row ever. Like, to go there and not just say, listen, guys, they gave me more money and they gave me an opt out clause, to go and lie, because that's what you did. You lied, not you. I'm pointing right at Juan Soto, to lie and say, well, I just think it's a more opportunity to win. Really?
He said you like the future better, right?
The future, it's a better opportunity to win, blah, 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 blah. The Yankees have not had, as much as I shit on them, the Yankees have not had a losing record since 1992. The Yankees, I believe, since I was born in 1995, it's 30 years, have made the playoffs 28 times. So are you insane? Are you insane to go to the New York Mets in fucking Queens? Now I see that they're building a casino around the Mets stadium, so that will make it more of an improvement. But what a mistake! Now it's short term; it's just 1 year. But
Yeah, I
and
know.
I'm like, what an idiot! What an idiot! And how much fun would we both, the Yankees and him, be having right now against Boston, playing with Judge and Bellinger and this whole team? Would we have the
They
same team? Probably
they
not.
don't have the same team.
Probably not. But my God, you're so stupid going to play for the Mets. You're so dumb.
There's
That's
probably an alternate reality where we get Bellinger and Freed, and you guys keep Soto, and we probably make the playoffs, honestly, because we needed that. We needed Freed. Like if we have Freed, we probably win an extra 2 or 3 games.
honestly, and a center fielder.
Yeah,
If you had Bellinger and then Freed, you probably make the playoffs.
yeah.
But
I don't. I don't know. It's nice having him on the team, though. I mean, he had 40 home runs. He almost stole 40 bases. Like
yeah,
he's worth every penny. It's also optics too, though. He's not going to go out and say I went to the Mets because they paid me more money. You can't say that after you.
something else up. Whatever it was, don't say the Mets present a better
What other options are there?
family. I grew up
He's
a
he
Mets.
said
Lie.
that too.
Just lie. I grew up a Mets fan. I've always wanted to play for the Mets. Just lie. The Mets, I mean, if you're the Lakers, if you're in the Lakers, if you're Kobe Bryant playing for, and we've already went over this, he wasn't drafted by the Yankees, but you don't play for the Clippers. If you're on the Steelers, you don't go to the Browns. You just don't do that.
This would be like I guess like maybe Kawhi if Kawhi went to the Lakers for a year and then the Clippers signed him the next year. It's probably something similar to that.
You just don't go to the Clippers. If you even look at Kawhi Leonard, right? Hey, Kawhi, why in the fuck's sake are you going there? Oh, well, we have a new owner and a new stadium and new vibes and new this, new. So they've never won. Why aren't you Kawhi Leonard? Why didn't you go to the Miami Heat where they have a tradition of winning? Why didn't you stay on the Spurs who've won 5 championships in 20 years?
The best coach of all time,
Why
maybe.
didn't you go to Dallas, who has a well-established program? Why didn't
Yeah.
you go to anywhere? You went to the Clippers? If you wanted to make a big splash in a big city, go to the Knicks. The Clippers, certain people, I
He's a
understand
weirdo though too.
he is weird, but I'm just saying you don't go to the Browns, you don't go to the Jets, you don't go to the Mets. Anyway, this is mean. I just really believe that. I was like, all week, I was like, was he out of his mind? Michael K was eating that up. I've never seen Michael K that adamant. He was
No,
he was crazy.
he's an idiot.
He's passionate, man.
No, he's an idiot.
I know. I wouldn't say he's an idiot, but he's just trying to get ratings.
You're definitely gonna tag him in the post on our Instagram and me calling him an idiot. And he's gonna talk about me on his fucking show.
Well, he said these vile Met fans. He wants an
Yeah.
apology from people like you.
From
Uh,
people like me.
do you want to talk about baseball anymore, or do you want to talk about football?
No, I'm done with baseball. I'm probably for the year.
Well, if the Yankees keep winning, we'll just do Yankee updates.
There's nothing to update for the Mets, so
No, there isn't. All right. Uh, Transitioning to another great topic, your New York Jets. I don't know how long you want on this, but how are they doing?
I mean, did you watch the game on Monday at all? You probably rare.
No, I watched and the offset chance Hall had like 37. I needed like 38 points. So I was like watching it from afar.
I mean, I could get. I feel like every game's been kind of similar. It's just like sloppy ass football every time. You have the fumble on the 1 yard line, and then you allow a 98-yard drive back the other way. You fumble the kickoff to start the half, which you just like can't do that. Like you kick a field goal to go down 7 to end the half, and then instead of getting the ball back, you fumble it away right away. Can't happen. And then there's like a million penalties every time. Every drive, I feel like there's one like back-breaking penalty, either offense or defense, that makes it hard to convert because we want to run the ball. If you take a holding penalty, you have to
Yeah.
go 20 yards. It's like impossible. Um, the refs in the game though were fucking dog shit. They were bad. The Garrett Wilson push off never gets called by anybody. Like, and there's a clip of Devontae Adams doing the same exact thing on Sunday. Doesn't get called. Our tight end landing, and then the guy pile drives him after the whistle was crazy for no call. I think Justin Fields gets tackled out of bounds. Like he goes to the sideline, and the guy like hip drops him when he's like already 5 yards away. And then the penalty where the guy gets his hands in the face, and only we get a penalty on the play, like it's not even offsetting. So that was bullshit. Just a poorly ref game. I don't like to complain about the refs, but it seemed pretty biased. Um, I think just wrote this down. Like I don't think Justin Fields is good at quarterbacking, but he's like fun to watch. He has an explosive play. He'll have a deep ball. He'll have a big run. So that's nice at least. At least it's some type of entertainment. I'm starting him this week in fantasy because Lamar got hurt. So
Yeah,
um
I think he'll be fine there. He's just not an
yeah,
NFL quarterback.
yeah. He's like a college like option quarterback.
Yeah, in college, he went to like I think he went to the semis.
Yeah.
Ohio State, like he's a fine court. He's like if reading a defense didn't have to be part of the NFL quarterback
He'd be the
experience,
best
he'd be
quarterback of
be
all.
one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. He
Yeah.
can't read a defense. He telegraphs his. I watched him when I won fantasy. I had DJ Moore, so I watched him like a lot. He literally just stares down his receivers and just throws it. That's why I actually thought Garrett Wilson was going to be a good pick this year because he was just going to throw it to him so many times.
He's not having a bad year
He's
so
not.
far.
I
He's
know.
like the only one though. Him and Mason Taylor are like the only guys that actually are capable. But that's the other issue that I had is like our general manager did like a pretty bad job on like securing a few positions. We don't have a wide receiver too. It's Josh Reynolds who was like a wide receiver like five and fuck on the Lions. Our D line is bad outside of Quentin Williams, and our safeties fucking suck. So
This is depressing.
what?
This whole thing, the Mets, the Jets.
I mean, I have to. You want to talk about it? I have to
No, I
talk
know
about
this.
it.
This is listen. One day, hopefully, we do this for a while. One day, they'll be the best team in football. Uh,
Probably not, dude. What the fuck? It's going on 15 years now. It's not like this is like the second or third year of this.
so is all hope lost
For what?
this
Everything?
year? Playoffs.
I'm looking forward to hockey.
Okay. Oh God, man. Good. Aren't I'm not trying to be mean. Aren't the Sabres horrible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jesus.
there's a crazy like hockey forecast though that has them making the playoffs somehow. But they're if they them and the Jets both don't make it, they're both on 15 years straight of not making the playoffs, which is like impossible. In two leagues where like almost half the teams make it.
There's salary caps in hockey too, right?
Yeah, but we never spend to it. Our owner's cheap. He owns the Bills, and that's all he cares about. He funnels all his money into the Bills and like doesn't spend to the cap in hockey. So
Jesus Christ.
yeah, I should have kept being a Rangers fan. Like when I was like 12, I'm like I want to root for the Sabres because they were like actually pretty good at the time.
Yeah, no.
Should have probably stayed a Rangers fan, even though they haven't won anything either.
Terrible decision. My God.
No. You had
Uh,
a fun Sunday for once.
I did. I wrote a bunch of things down. So New York Giants talk. So I'm gonna go negative, then positive. So obviously Malik Nabers getting hurt is a serious, serious Debbie Downer. It kind of took the air out of the stadium. I wasn't in the stadium, but at home, it took air out of me. Um,
No.
because we're running around, we're doing good things, and I'll talk about those good things. But Neighbors going down just really is a Debbie Downer, and I feel like we were never making the playoffs, never. But there's like a fool's hope after this past week, if Neighbors is there.
You beat a good team.
We did. Now they lost both their left tackles, so
Yeah.
I'll mention that later. And that's one of the reasons I traded Quentin Johnson, but that's fantasy. Um, losing both left tackles made our defensive line look a lot better. But anyway, so the Neighbors thing going down is a serious Debbie Downer. Hopefully, he comes back next year. I don't think ACL tears are as bad as when we were kids. When we were kids, you get an ACL tear, like your career was basically set back. Like nowadays, you get ACL tear in 8 months, you could be at full speed. So technology's really improved. With the Giants, here are my things. Ready? I already mentioned the tackles were out, but let's ignore that for now. Defensive line looked dominant. We had 20 quarterback rushes just between Carter, Burns, Thibodeau. Uh, Abdul Carter was flying past those players. I don't want to exaggerate. I think he had like six quarterback rushes, uh, tackles for losses. He had a sack. Like, he was flying all around that field.
So
So
we
that,
needed to see out of him.
yeah, we need to see that, especially with the back tackle. The stadium. I haven't seen the Giants stadium with that much excitement. Maybe I went to a game where Saquon Barkley, it was his rookie year, and Saquon in his first game as a Giant broke one for like 60 yards and scored.
They're playing the Cowboys?
No, I
No.
think we were playing some. I think we were playing Houston like Texans or something. That doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to look it up. We were playing a team that was not important. Um, but I was in the stadium and it was electric. Well, so that was what? When was Saquon drafted? 2000,
2018.
2018?
He was Darnold, Baker, that draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2018, I think it
That's
is.
a long time ago. So the stadium was rocking. I could feel the excitement through the screen. It was the first time where I wanted to just watch the Giant game with all of the commercials, all of the drives, all of the downs, and not want to watch Red Zone. So that legitimately has not happened since we went to the playoffs with Daniel Jones. So that was like 3 years ago. So we're talking about 3 years, and I didn't watch a red zone. I was actually watching the New York Giants. So that's really cool. And then Jackson Dart. There's hope. I'm gonna restrain that hope a little bit because if you remember Daniel Jones' first game was awesome versus the Buccaneers. So I think he looked good. I think he looked confident. The only note I would say is if you keep running like that, Jackson Dart, you're gonna die
That's exactly what I was gonna say too. He was running recklessly, and you can't do that in the NFL as a quarterback.
recklessly. And I literally, you got a stretch of games coming up. The Saints, Eagles, 49ers, Eagles. You won't make it past the second Eagles game if you're running like that. Those Eagles players are going to fucking kill you.
Yeah.
Like those four,
Jalen Carter will eat him on the field.
yeah, like those safety, those 49ers linebackers will
Fred
ignite.
Warner.
Fred Warner's going to take your life.
Yeah.
No one's saying you can't run. No one's saying you can't get first downs with your legs. You have to slide.
Yeah.
Taking away that, he looked awesome.
He did look good.
He looked awesome. Scattaboo looks like he's got heart. I don't know if this is like a one season wonder. Like,
Insanity.
yeah, like is this a insanity thing where he's doing the backflips and he's looking all cool and I'm loving him, but then like he can't really do this because his body's just not made for it. So like, is he going to be a running back 6 years from now? He has 7,000 rushing yards.
Probably not.
Probably not. But for now, I'm liking
He
where the Giants are.
he's probably gonna end up being like a good role guy. Like maybe you don't go Tracy full time, but maybe you do him first and some second downs, and then Tracy some second and third downs or something like that.
I
Actually, well, he's actually a good pass catcher. I think that's where he's excelled the most. So maybe he's like the second, third down guy, and Tracy's like early downs. I don't know.
I think the most potential Scataboo is Ahmad Bradshaw. Like if he's in Ahmad Bradshaw for the Giants, where he's like a secondary back, but he like just brings a different flow. That would be a really good career for him. Like just be a Giant 5 6 years.
I thought he ran more like Jacobs than Bradshaw, but
He does, but he's just not. Brandon Jacobs was like 6'4", 300, like
yeah,
260 pounds.
yeah, that's true.
So Bradshaw ran hard. He was just tinier. So I think the Giants listen to it. I think the Giants make the playoffs. No, I think the Giants' schedule upcoming is still insane, and I just think there's a good showing. You just can't run like that, Dart. You got to live. You got
Yeah.
to make it. You got to be there. Um,
Nick was on the edge of his seat that game when he texted he's done after he like fell or something.
which game?
For the when Dar was running, there was like a play where he like slipped or something, and Nick texted like he's done in the group chat. It's like, all right, relax. He comes out the next drive. Do you remember that?
I just got a weird text.
Oh,
Sorry. He's done. Yeah, no, Nick was gonna. Yeah, Nick was. Nick lives and dies with this. Nick's more intense than me. Um, yeah. I mean,
you
this.
still don't expect the playoffs. Maybe you get 6 wins. Is
I,
that
that'd be nice.
fair? Yeah.
Like this. This was not anyone we know talking about uh Brian Cashman, or is it Boone? It's
What are you
Boone.
talking about?
No one we know. Just this is I'm saying. There's someone who's as passionate.
Ah,
I hate him. I don't hate anyone. I don't believe in hate. I respect political opponent. I think political opponent is a skilled actor. I hate Cashman. I hate him more. I hate him more than I love. I hate his mother for giving birth to him. I hate his father for being alive. I would literally kill Cashman. Go to jail. I'm okay with it. At least we'd win. No
That
one
text
might,
from an anonymous person made me
no one
laugh
we
very
know.
hard when I read that.
But if anyone says that I'm the biggest Yankee fan in the world, there is someone out there who is bigger.
His name's Derek.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Anyway, getting back to NFL. All right, so that's all I got for the Giants. Because we just talked for an hour about baseball, I was thinking I wrote down all the teams. Do you have one or two teams you want to talk about before you do your top 10? Is there any storyline that really jumps out at you or no?
Um, I thought the Packers Cowboys game was super interesting, honestly. Um, well, I think Jerry Jones turned the heat up in that place or something because they were all complaining about it being super hot in there. And I think Jerry Jones was like, Micah Parsons cannot play in the heat. I'm gonna fuck him up. So I thought that was interesting. And then it was just a good game in general. Both teams were just going up and down the field at will. Like it didn't seem like there was even defense on the field. So I thought that was fun. Um, I don't think the Packers, honestly, I moved them down a little bit in my rankings from the last time I did it. I don't know if they're legit.
They're not. I
Um,
think week one, the Lions were just rusty.
Week one, you got to throw out the window, honestly, in football. It seems like there's some teams that are just bad and they're gonna lose, but like some of the performances that you see from like good rosters, just think you got to take them with a grain of salt almost.
Um,
Um,
I have I had a lot. I wrote a lot, but I'm only going to stick with two because we have more to talk about. And tomorrow's already Thursday, so the AJ Brown situation. I know he's on my fantasy team. I know that's like the joke, but I really don't understand. I've never seen a player this frustrated, paid,
yeah,
paid. So he's not working off the rookie contract. I've never seen a player paid, reigning Super Bowl champion, team is 4-0, and just the week before had 100 receiving yards and a touchdown. And he's acting like a 5-year old. Like
yeah,
I coached second and third graders. Sometimes there are certain kids where even if you win by 21, they're pouting off the field and they're like in a flag football game, and they're like, well, I didn't catch any balls. I didn't catch a touchdown. And they're upset. I'm like, but we won. And you have to teach that 8-year old about team play. And I feel like AJ Brown missed that entire lesson.
yeah, he did.
I've never seen an NFL player act like this on such a winning team who
Yeah,
has been paid.
yeah. They don't like. I don't get it. I don't like. I guess you said I don't get it. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Like, you don't have to catch. You don't have to get 100 yards in a touchdown every single game to be happy. Like
I
you're on the best team in football, maybe best overall roster. Just won the Super Bowl. Just relax. Take a chill pill.
just
Is he?
relax.
Does he want to leave? Like I don't.
When I was in high school, not in high school, when I was in middle school, I was the height I am now. So imagine sixth, seventh grade Michael, 5'11". So it was ridiculous. A lot of other the boys hadn't grown yet. So when we played at recess and in PE, they used to like literally triple team me. They had Portalis at safety, Michael Ferrado, and then Nick Williams. Now they didn't man mark me, they played zone around me. So Alex Padron, my quarterback, guest of the show, he would just throw it all around the other field. All I had to do was just run to the middle of the zone and just stay still. And we won every day. And if they ever moved Portalis off of me, then I
He
ran
just
deep
told
and I
you.
turned Michael Ferrado. It's like such simple, like this is children's play.
No.
Who
The
cares?
Eagles want to. The Eagles want to run the ball too. They're not a pass first team. They have Saquon Barkley and one of the best rushing quarterbacks in the NFL. Like you can't be surprised if you're not. They didn't throw the ball in the second half the entire game and they still won. Like
I don't know. That one, Falcons, never bet on the Falcons because one week they're Super Bowl champions, one week they get shut out by the Panthers.
yeah,
Um, and then the Chiefs. I know the Ravens got really hurt. But what I'll say is Mahomes, time and time again, I put him down. I don't know why I do. Maybe because I'm a Brady fan. He is just so much significantly better than all these other quarterbacks in the league when it comes to just leadership in the locker room and basically telling his team, like, no, we're going to win and I'll will it. I'll will this locker room. Uh, they whoop those Ravens. And yeah, I don't think the Chiefs are going away until Mahomes leaves. Um, and Alex said it last week. If you want to like really, really gamble your life, not money, your life, you almost want to gamble the Chiefs win the Super Bowl again.
Honestly.
It's one win, but they play Monday night versus Jacksonville, and if they win that one, then they're
3-3.
no, they're 3-2,
3-2.
week five.
This is week 5, yeah.
They're 2-2 now. So that's it. That's all. I mean, there's a lot of the things. Tyreek Hill gets hurt, so now Miami can't even trade him.
I know that sucks for them, honestly.
The Bengals are terrible.
They're fucked.
They are horrible. It shows how bad of a team they are. I wrote 2012 Colts when Peyton Manning got hurt,
Curtis Painter.
and they went 1-15 with
Yeah,
Peyton Manning. Just a terrible franchise. Gentry looked good.
he did look good.
Um, Brown.
I mean, I know you talked about the Chiefs already, but the Ravens, I mean, I guess Lamar is hurt, but like it was weird how we just like left the game. Um, no one even like came to check on him. He just like went and sat on the bench. He's like, all right, I'm done for the day,
He was
hanging
just,
him up.
I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done. I'm good to go. I think Seattle is a sneaky team, the NFC. Now they did play the Cardinals, but
yeah.
I think if they can get like the 2 or 3 seed, hypothetically, they'd have to beat the Rams out. If they have home field advantage, they are a sneaky team, that NFC. If they're on the road, yeah, if they're one of those weird teams, like the Saints, you almost have to win a Super Bowl, you almost have to be the 1 seed. I mean, that's it. I think the Colts. I keep saying that's it, but I think the Colts offensive line is amazing. I was watching Daniel Jones. He was just sitting back there for like fucking 7 seconds a snap. They still lost, but really they only lost because that idiot dropped the ball right before he reached the end zone. So I think the Colts are for real.
No.
Um,
The Patriots, I feel like you've been shitting on them like the first 3 weeks or so. They look all right. They look pretty good.
who'd they play?
They beat the Panthers. But they beat them by like what 40 points or something,
Yeah.
45 points.
Who else did they beat?
No, they won 2 in a row, right? I don't
They
know.
played.
They beat Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eh.
We'll see how they play this week. They play Sunday Night Football against the Bills. So
Yeah. And then after that, holy shit, they play the Saints, Titans, Browns, Falcons at home. They could fucking win one, two, three, four. They could win the next 4 out of 5 games.
then they play the Bucks, and then they play the Jets and the Bengals and the Giants.
Oh my God. This is the weakest schedule I've ever seen.
Yeah. They might be a playoff team.
They might be a playoff team because this is a crazy bad schedule.
The whole AFC East has the easy schedule. That's why the Bills haven't even been challenged yet, really, besides the Ravens.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Any major things you want to talk about in the NFL?
I feel bad for Cam Ward so far.
Yeah, well, you're the number one pick. That's what,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you almost can't take it personally, which is hard. But you
They
almost
should just let him relax for a couple weeks.
they did that with Bryce Young. They
Yeah.
straight up were like, you're gonna take like 4 weeks off because
Andy Dalton will throw the ball around for a few weeks.
um honestly what they probably should have done was waited 5 weeks and then put
Yeah.
uh but no, the Titans are terrible.
No.
They're
Number
terrible.
one pick.
When you're the number one pick, it's hard.
Yeah.
If not everyone has an Andrew Luck, Jaden Daniels type of situation, usually your team sucks.
No.
And the Commanders, I wrote, they're old. Those Falcon players were running around like fucking. They were like Those Falcon players were running around like they were 18 and the commanders were like 45-year-old men or like drinking. It'd be like on the 4th of July if we're all just drinking beers and these high school kids who aren't drinking were like, you want to play football? And they're
Nah,
flying around. And I'm like, Jesus, my God, relax. Like the commanders look old as fuck.
nah. It's
Um,
hard though when you have your quarterback. Like you're playing Marcus Mariota. I know they won the last week, but when you rely on a backup, like you really hope to go 500, they just stay afloat until your guy comes back. So I think that's what the Ravens are going to try and do too, with Lamar out for a few weeks.
yeah. All right. Going into your top 10
Power ranking.
rankings. Because I was going to make some more comments, but it's all about the top team. So here we
Yeah.
go. Bobby Barr's power rankings. They're back. First, did you like Alex's? No, they're terrible. I agree. I was like, what the hell is going on here? But anyway,
I wasn't a particularly big fan. I actually don't even remember, but I remember watching and be like, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done that. So I'm just gonna say it's bad off that alone. All right, number 10. We start down in Duval,
ooh,
the Jacksonville Jaguars. Number 10.
like
Three
that.
and one. Their only loss came on a to Jake Browning on a game-winning drive. Um, Give me the Jaguars number 10. I like their coach. I like their situation, honestly. Their defense looks pretty good. It seems like their offense has some life. Um,
Travis Hunter a bust?
they need to figure out whether he's going to play offense or defense. You can't keep going back and forth. If you want to be a wide receiver, be a wide receiver. He doesn't work like you. The player's not good if they're just decent at both sides. Like make him a very good receiver or a very good corner. That's my opinion at least. Number 9, going up to the rainy Northwest for the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay.
I like their defense. They're 3-1 as well. Uh, I mean that game against the Cardinals was honestly pretty good. I thought they were gonna blow it there at the end, but the kickoff rules came back big again, like they have a lot this season. Number 8, Indiana Jones. I think I had him at 8. Maybe I had him at 9 last time, but they're up to number 8 this week. Number 7, Ty down in Dallas moves them down my rankings. The Green Bay Packers are going to be my number 7 team.
Okay.
Number 6. This one it was actually I don't like the AFC teams a lot. The AFC is pretty weak this year, all things considered. Number 6, I have the LA Chargers. Losing both tackles hurts them. They just lost to the Giants, but they're 3-1, and I think they'll be all right. Number 5, go right across the locker rooms down at SoFi to the LA Rams. Matthew Stafford and co. look good. Puka Nacua might be the best wide receiver in football now that Chase doesn't have a quarterback and Justin Jefferson doesn't have a quarterback. He's been very, very good this year. And their defense also gets after the quarterback as well. Rams number 5. Number 4, just lost to the Bucks, or I'm sorry, just lost to the Eagles in a good game. They almost came back in. Give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as my number 4 team. Number 3, can
You're
you
leaving off you're leaving off this team?
guess who the number 3 is?
I've already predicted your top three.
What is it?
You do it.
No, guess.
I'm gonna say Lions.
No, number 3 is the Lions, Detroit Lions. I think we give them a mulligan for week 1. They did get shithoused against Green Bay, but first week you go to Green Bay, you're gonna lose a game like that during the season. I think that's fine. They're my number 3 team. Number 2, flipped. It doesn't stay like before. The Bills, the Buffalo Bills are number 2, and this is no fault to them. They're 4-0. They look great. Um, they've beaten the Saints, the Dolphins, the Jets, and the Ravens. They just don't have the power wins yet, besides the Ravens, I think, to make them the number 1. And my number 1, reigning, defending undisputed champions of the football league, National Football League, the Philadelphia Eagles are our number 1 team.
Okay.
Quality wins. Um, they look good. They can run the ball for a full half and still beat the Bucks somehow. Give me the Eagles number 1.
Um, Off the bat, I would say where are the Chiefs,
They're probably like number 12, number 11, maybe.
where are the Steelers.
I don't believe in the Steelers.
Okay. And then no San Fran.
Nah. I don't really, I don't know. Those teams are probably like would be like 11 through 14 or something. I left them off my list.
Okay. No, I like your top 10 a lot. Yeah, I think it's good. Moving on. So
Not gonna get roasted in the chat.
I mean, I don't know, whoever knows. All right, let's go to dashboard, little tourney time.
Let's
Uh,
look.
all right. So we are already in week 5. Week 5 is the start of the buys, which I always hate for fantasy purposes. But then what I hate even more is I'm going to look right now. They usually give us some bullshit 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, they're doing okay. I hate when there's only 3, 4 o'clock games. Drives me
Yeah,
crazy. Um,
we have 4 this week.
yeah,
I like the buys though for the fact that they don't double down on the Monday Night Football. I hate that.
hate that. It's a Monday night football game. Just do one game.
No,
All right. So Thursday night football, 49ers at Rams.
it's gonna be a good one
I'm going Rams.
at
Um,
home.
49ers are just hurt right now. They got Mac Jones playing. I think the Rams defensive line just eats them alive.
Rams are minus 8.5 point favorites.
Well, this is no spreads.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that's kind of a big spread. I thought it was gonna be closer. I thought it was gonna be like 3.5 or something. Eight and
Uh,
a half's a lot.
we're in London, and the Vikings have stayed there. I think it's a huge advantage. I would go Vikings over the Browns. If you're just staying there for a week, I think it's a really big deal. Also, they're starting a rookie quarterback versus the Vikings. I'll let you know my lock of the
But
week. But that's
before we go, before we move on, we didn't talk about this. Did you see Shador's interview today when he was getting asked about? You
I
didn't
would
see it?
I would cut him for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seriously.
He was doing like the thing where he was like mouthing words, but he wasn't talking, right? Like that's at least the video I saw, right? Is that what?
It was the most insane. I'll edit it in right now.
Vocally, anything to say?
I guess we'll stop that. So this one more. This what do you think? You have to show, show to the coaches just to, have them have that belief in you that you can, be ready.
What game you say?
How much is Joe?
And so we just saw it. That was the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, that was crazy what he did. I would cut him.
Yeah, they should be.
Bye, Shador. Leave. Get out the building.
Yeah,
How dare you mimic?
yeah,
And
that was ridiculous.
are you 5 years old?
Yeah,
Like, I know you are, but what am I? Like, are you
that's
five?
exactly what it was. Just be a
Immaturity.
professional and you'll be fine. You'll get traded to another team. A team will want you. Don't be a fucking baby and you're not gonna get a job.
What
Like
this
that's
team is saying is that we want to try out on one of our rookie quarterbacks, but if he gets hurt versus the Vikings, we're going to put Joe Flacco in. That doesn't mean you're not going to get an opportunity in this league.
no.
Crazy. That was crazy. Anyway, Miami at Panthers. This is going to sound weird, but I'm going to go Dolphins.
I
Um,
agree.
I just think the Panthers are atrocious, and I think Miami is actually going to be better off without Hill. I think Hill was a cancer in that locker room. Not like just sometimes, dude. I don't know.
No.
Players were just really bad in the locker room.
He was torching the Jets before he got hurt though, too. Like he looked good.
Yeah. Raiders at Colts. I'm gonna go Colts. New York Giants at the Saints. This is gonna sound terrible. I think I might go with the Saints here. And the reason being is the Saints are fighting, man. They really want to get a win. They were up in Buffalo fighting. I think they're at home. I think the Giants are on a little bit of a high right now, and they really shouldn't be. So I just Saints in Seattle, they're hard to play in. I'm gonna go Saints. Cowboys at the Jets. I'm gonna go Cowboys. I just think it's not gonna get what's that saying? It's brightest right before the dawn. You're not close to the dawn, buddy. Uh,
Darkest before dawn.
yeah, you're not even close. It's 1 a.m. It's not 5 a.m. Uh, Broncos at Eagles. I'm gonna keep riding this train until it ends. I'm gonna go Eagles.
Yeah.
Texans at Ravens. The freaking Ravens are hurt right now. They have their whole fucking defense out, their quarterback out. I'm gonna go Texans, and the Texans go 2-3, and They're breathing. They're not drowning yet. Um, Titans at Cardinals. I'm gonna go Cardinals. There's no way rookie quarterback's gonna go in there and win. It's a pretty good environment. Buccaneers at Seattle. I'm going with Seattle. Um, uh, Baker's a Baker's a really good quarterback, but he's really not as good without Mike Evans. And he had those two plays last week to the rookie Mbuka, but the reality is that that play should have never happened. It went between like two Eagles' hands, like with
Nah.
milliseconds, and it was a more of like a miracle play. Seattle, I'm going with Lions, Bengals. I'm going with Lions all day. Commanders at Chargers. Is Jaden Daniels playing?
He is
Then I'm going to go Commanders.
in LA.
Yeah, there's no crowd in LA.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. You're basically just playing in a very friendly, beautiful stadium. Um, Eagles at Bill, not Eagles, Patriots at Bills. If the Patriots win this game, they're going to put the league on alert that Drake May's for real and Vrabel's for real.
Yeah.
But I don't think they do. I'm going to go Bills Sunday night, and then Chiefs, Jaguars. I think the Chiefs.
This is gonna be a good game for Monday Night Football.
It is going to be a good game, and I have Kelsey and Brian Thomas Jr. playing in that game, so I'll be really locked in for it. I go Chiefs when they are back. So Rams, Vikings, Dolphins, Colts, Saints, Cowboys, Eagles, Texans, Cardinals, Seahawks, Lions, Commanders, Bills, and Chiefs are the winners of this week. Lock it in, no spreads. Um, that's my pick'ems for the week.
Very good. I don't have much else to add for that. I think your picks are actually pretty good. Let's see. I was trying to think of it as you were going, if there was any I disagree with, and I don't think there was. Who's on upset alert? I mean, the Seahawks could get beat. That's going to be a good game, though.
And listen, the Giants. I hope the Giants do win. And
Yeah.
they could win. And I mean, I don't know what are their, what are things going on here? Yeah, I mean, 49ers could win. The Panthers could win. The Raiders could win. The Broncos could win. The Ravens could win. They're home.
They're not going to win with Cooper Rush playing.
The Chargers could win, and the Jaguars could win. So that's why you don't gamble sports.
Yeah.
'Cause
Anything could happen any given Sunday.
if you do gamble, just gamble with money that you know you're going to lose. All right, last minute segments. Worst take of the week, best take of the week, last minute shout outs. Bob, what is your worst take of the week?
Being a Mets fan. No, I just had being confident in the Mets. If how at least the past maybe like 5 years or so, I'd say if I'm confident and the outlook for the season is like we're gonna make the playoffs, it's not gonna happen. If we go in expecting dog shit, they're probably gonna do all right, maybe make the playoffs, probably have an all right season. So that's my worst take of the week.
Okay. My worst take, it actually goes beyond a week. I said entering last season that if you gave me any quarterback in the NFL with their current contract situation, I would take CJ Stroud over Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Lamar. That was stupid. Those players I just named are first ballot Hall of Famers. No matter how good a rookie quarterback does, you got to wait a few more years to see if he's going to do well. You see it now, Jaden Daniels, CJ Stroud had such a good rookie year. I was like, he has 4 more years in this contract. He's
No.
so valuable. But obviously, Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes are just on a different level. Even Lamar, even Burrow.
Even like Josh Allen's contract isn't even that bad now too, because all these other guys got paid more than him. So like his contract's almost like a middling contract, which is crazy considering how fucking good he is.
Best take of the week.
I'm a week late because I wasn't here last week, but nailing the Bills Dolphins score dead on felt very, very nice. I had to repost that on my story for sure. And then that was really all I had. Don't sleep on the Jaguars. I feel like I've made that my best take like every week so far this year. So I don't know. I guess that'll probably be the team I'll ride because the Jets are fucking 0-4. So I'll probably root for the Jaguars this year. Get disappointed. Get
Hey,
disappointed.
Taylor, Emily, Clay,
Yeah.
Tyler, Luke, Danielle, got a whole FAU Owls riding those teams. My best take of the week was I thought the Lions would be absolutely fine without their coordinators. I was shocked by week one, so I had to apologize. Now I'm not. That was my best fucking take. I was just like, who gives a flying shit about these coordinators leaving?
Yeah.
It's the culture, it's about the players. I'm a much bigger players type of guy, much bigger locker room type of guy. And they still had their head coach. So, yeah,
Yeah.
the Lions were going to be fine. And you had them three on your list of power players. I might even have them one. I think they're the best team in the NFC. Um, I think if they played the Eagles right now in a neutral setting, I think they beat the Eagles.
Hmm.
So that was my best take of the week. Before we do last minute shout outs, what is your Thursday night prediction?
We got Rams 49ers in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 24-20 Rams.
All right. See if you get it again. Uh,
What about yours?
I'm starting Matthew Stafford and Karen Williams. I hope it's Rams 56-50.
Fif- 15 you said or 50?
56-50 Rams. I hope
Oh
it's
yeah.
goddamn the highest scoring game of all time. And those two got 8 touchdowns.
I need my guy Tongas to score. That was my fantasy tight end pickup this week because Crafty's out.
Mm. Last minute shout outs. You want to go first?
Sure. I didn't really have much going on. So shout out to fall weather, man. 50 degrees when I woke up this morning. I had to put on a sweatshirt. Felt like football's in the air, Halloween's coming, Thanksgiving's coming, so shout out to fall.
October is my favorite month. I said that today.
I like October.
October, the weather down here is finally not where I want to kill myself. Playoff baseball, football. I'm still in school world, so like kind of indie school year. Um, you're more towards Christmas than you are towards like the first day of school. So love October. Uh,
Yep.
my last minute shout out, and I'm going to say this a little lower because she's in the other room, is my beautiful girlfriend Allison. It's her birthday. By the time when we do our next podcast, it'll already be past her birthday. So happy birthday. She'll be 26, and we're going out to a nice dinner. And I got her some nice little birthday presents. So I'm excited to give it to her. So
What day?
October 7th.
Okay, so next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. We usually do
Nice.
like we can't do it Tuesday.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Allison. I hope you can't hear me, but happy birthday.
Yep. All right. That's all I got. Go Yankees. I'm hoping our next pod, the Yankees are still in it. That would be the dream. I'll be representing. If they're not, I'll be angry and I'll be going crazy. So
I think either way, we need a live reaction post game tomorrow night. If you want to record it and post it or whatever. I got to get back on my Sunday morning predictions too. I feel like doing this every week makes it so I don't have to do that, but I also enjoy it. I enjoy getting my picks in, so
I don't do it. But my God, I think it's funny.
yeah.
I mean, even Colin chipped in this week and
I know.
these picks. Dusty. I mean, Alex is in the middle of Egypt, so he didn't do it. But like, usually get Alex, Colin, Nick, Pat, Dust. Now Kevin.
Dusty retired, right?
He's terrible, dude. He's the worst gambler. Dusty French is the worst gambler I've ever met in my entire life. Like, he won fantasy last year. If he didn't do that, like he's the worst. If he tells you if he flipped a coin 100 times, he'd lose 100 times. Like, he is terrible. Um, but
That's
anyway.
why he does the thing where he bets on whoever he's playing in fantasy, right? Because like they're just guaranteed to do bad. He bets the over on like their receiving yards, touchdown, all that stuff, and then they just
Well, he single-handedly won me my fantasy championship because he bet Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown, Christian McCaffrey over 100 yards, Christian McCaffrey over this, over that, and then Christian McCaffrey left in the first quarter. When Nick found out that Dusty gambled everything on CMC, I think Nick would have flew up and murdered him. Like, murdered him. Anyway, all right, good pod. I'll post it tomorrow.
sounds good. Have a good night.
All right, bye.
Bye.